Hi guys, I hope everybody is having an excellent day today. Today I want to talk to you about Superstrats. Over the last couple of years I bought 3 of them, and all 3 are totally different. Well, the different guitars, the different makes, but most of all the process of getting these guitars was totally different. So I will tell you about the 3 options and then tell you what option I prefer. So first off is this amazing Ibanez Tom Quayle model. Tom is a good friend of mine, so I needed to have his guitar, and yeah, this one turned out to be just stunning. Look at that top. They're all different, so you need to be lucky with the one you get, or you have to go to a store where they stock them and then you pick out the one that you like most. So they're all different. It's an older body, it's a roasted neck, as seems to be the fashion of the day. It's got Seymour Duncan Hyperion pickups. They're really spiky, they're really pokey, they really cut through the mix very well. Quite aggressive, but that suits my needs because I play in a very loud rock environment, and we use earplugs to rehearse and on stage, and so it's sometimes difficult to hear the guitar. With this guitar, no problem. With one of the other guitars I'm going to show you later, not a problem as well. The third one, slightly different because the pickups are a bit more round and warmer, and they don't cut through the mix as well as the other 2 guitars. But this one, not a problem. So Superstrat, to me that means humbucker single coil, locking tuners, a tremolo, modern pickups, and a very comfortable design. This guitar ticks all the boxes. It's beautiful, it sounds amazing, it stays in tune really well, and that might be because of the baked neck. It's got stainless frets. It's got everything you want. The in-between sound. So you can hear very stratty, very useful, beautiful sounds. So this first option is a production model. It's a high-end production model, but it's still a production model. So you buy these guitars as they are. There's nothing you can order specifically to your needs or desires. You have to get the guitar as it is. If they've done their job well at the manufacturer and in collaboration with the artist, you have everything you want. And this brings me to my next option, slightly different set of features. This is the second one, and this is a Mensinger. It's a Polish company, Polish luthiers. This model is called the Lizard. It's their take on Superstrat. So what has it got? It's got mahogany body with a mahogany neck, striped maple top, locking tuners. The pickups I ordered from Housel. This one's got a coil tap. For the rest, it's just a 5-way selection thing. So what's different? Well, these guys, they've got a model, this model, and there's quite a few things that you can change, that you can order specifically to your needs, and that's what sets this guitar apart from a production model. So you decide on the pickups, you choose the pickups. In this case I mailed Housel and asked them some advice on the pickups, and I've wrote down specifically what they are: HSS TOZZ B Fat XL in the breech, and 2 Big Macs as single coils. I've asked them to put a Wilkinson trem on this guitar because that's what I prefer. As the AZ Tom Quayle model, the cost is, I think, around 2,400 2,500 euros for that guitar. This guitar, the way I designed or asked for the specific elements, was, I think, 1,500 euros. So that's 1,000 euros less. It's got binding that the AZ don't have. And look at this. This seems to be rare these days. The plastic cover of the back cavity is actually flush with the body. It doesn't have a baked maple neck, but this mahogany is as solid as a rock. This is the best build. Sound-wise, depends on the pickups you choose. I think that the guitar sound is, for me, 80% pickups, and all the rest is open for debate. Okay, I will give you some similar sounds as I did with the AZ. This is the neck pickup. Next one down. This is the guitar, actually, when I play with my band, that I have to work a bit to get it loud enough in the mix, because the pickups are quite round and it's fluffy. They're not as spiky as the one on the AZ and the third guitar, so I have to readjust my amp a bit just to make sure that I get it through the mix. I like the back of the AZ's neck because it's a specific feeling, that baked maple. It really feels nice, something that you wanna get your hands on. This one is sort of feels like matte finish kind of thing. It's really smooth, but I like the feel of the AZ a bit more. But I think this fretboard is more to my taste. It's slightly flatter. It's less roundy, it's a bit broader, and I used to play classical guitar, so I prefer fretboards that are a bit wider actually. So that is the second option. And then the third one, this is an MK guitar. They are built in Bosnia. Look at that. Beautifully striped maple. It's an older body as well. Plain maple top, maple neck. Look at the striping on the neck. I hope you can see there. I mean, you pay premium price for this, and you should buy an American guitar. So this is the third approach, and this is a totally custom built instrument. So this means that you send some ideas over to the guys, and then they will design a guitar from scratch. The pickups I ordered from Mama Pickups in Italy. They're really good. It's not a Wilkinson trem because I prefer them. All the electronics I've ordered at Thomann. Same with the locking tuners. So you order all the hardware. You tell them what you want. They send you photos of woods that you can choose from for your top. You send them all the hardware and they build you the guitar from scratch. They've got an amazing choice of woods over there. These guys have been building guitars for over 30 years, so it's not like just a startup company. These guys know absolutely what they're doing. To get this guitar built with all the hardware, you're sort of looking at 1,700 euros, I think. So what you got? You got a totally custom built guitar with all the specs that you want. So these Mama pickups, I find them really, really nice. They cut through the mix really well. And then the in-between sound. Three different kinds of Superstrats, three different approaches. Which one do I prefer? So if I was in the market for a Superstrat now and I didn't know Tom, I had no affiliation with MK guitars or Q Rich guitars. These are two builders in Bosnia, MK and Q Rich. You can look them up on Facebook and get in touch with their management, which is called Bosnian Maple Tonewood. I think for my money, I would get, now that's the reveal, the Mensinger. Because when you've custom ordered a guitar and you've made a lot of choices on the fret wire, the radius, the thickness of the neck and this and that, but you haven't really felt it in your hands, and it comes to you and they've done everything you asked them to, but the combination of all these elements turns out like, oh yeah, if the radius is like this, and if they round the fretboard like that, and the thickness is like that, and the shape of the neck is like that, the sum of the total feels really good. Or you feel like, oh, I'm not quite sure why, but it doesn't really feel like 100%. You can't blame the guys who made the guitar because they've made them exactly to your specifications, but that's just what the sum of the elements turn out to be. And you can't check that in advance. You just have to accept the fact that you've made a few decisions, and that's the way it turned out. With a production model like the Ibanez AZ, you can go to a store if they stock them. You can try them, and then if you like it, you can buy into the package because everything is there. That's the safest option, of course. But I find for the money, it's a lot of money. But if you want a bit more involved into the guitar, into the elements of the guitar, I think this route is perfect. These guys know exactly how to build a guitar far better than I do, because I didn't know that there was going to be binding. I didn't know that back plate was going to be flush with the body. I didn't know that this mahogany neck was going to be that beautiful and comfortable. I didn't know how they round their fretboards, how they polish their frets, how thick and wide the fret wire would actually be, and how comfortable the combination of all these elements would be on this guitar. I didn't know. These guys knew that this was going to be a perfect guitar, and I trust them. And I added what I found really important, which is the pickups, the whole electronic system, and the locking tunes. So I got my part in the whole deal, and they got their part in the whole deal. They're the professionals, and I'm the artist, and I made my choices. I make my choices based on the sounds that I want and the feel that I prefer. In a live situation, I think the Tom Quayle model is the best guitar for reasons that I just pointed out. It cuts through the mix. It's got loads of different switching options. It feels really nice in your hands. And if you start a gig and the lights go out and you get on stage and you pick up your guitar and you feel like, oh man, this guitar is a joy to hold in your hands, you want to play that guitar. This guitar offers you that. Apart from the fact that it's a beautiful guitar, and it's Tom's guitar, and I'm absolutely he's my idol, and I'm a fanboy, so I needed to have this guitar. And in a band situation, it wins. But if I have to spend my money again, and I had to make a choice out of these three options, I had to go with the Mensinger. Well guys, that was it. I hope you got something out of this video, and see you next time. Bye bye.